Hey, Tailor-made officials and officials around the world. It's me again, Mr. Smooth, bringing you another video. In this video, I'm going to take every official in the world who's ever put on the stripes. I'm going to take you back to your first day when you first started officiating, that first week where you were going to trainings, you were trying to learn, you didn't know what to do, you didn't know where to stand. You didn't know how to deal with coaches. You didn't know how to deal with fans yelling at you. So here we have a couple of very brand new officials who are interested in being better officials. So before I roll the video, I just want to talk to all new officials around the world, and as well as veteran officials, because again, I think the hardest part of officiating is learning the very basics of when you don't know anything. Like I said, you're getting booed by fans, coaches are yelling at you, people who are trying to help you are giving you a bunch of information that's hard for it to take in. So I just want to encourage young officials who are out there, if you're new, the hardest days of your officiating career will be your first days of your officiating career. Because once you learn all the basics and you get to the intermediate stuff and then into the advanced stuff, the game gets much easier. But when you first start, it's important that you stay with it and that you don't quit. Like I said, you have to go through the fire, and once you go through the fire, all the blessings, all the awards will be at the end. But if you quit during your first days, you're going to miss all the good stuff that's lined up for you in the future. So with that said, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to start the video, and I'm going to focus in on the very basics of officiating. I won't get into the calls more than likely. I'll just go over basic hand signals, what to look for, how to communicate, what to communicate, stuff like that. So with that said, I'm going to roll the video. So again, we had a 3-point shot that was in the lead's primary, and you can see our lead official right here. He signals a 3-point shot. So if that basket goes in, then our trail official here will put his arms up in the air and signal that that try is successful, and then our scorekeeper will mark 3 points. But the shot was missed, so there's nothing to worry about. But as you officiate it, you have to be aware of what your partner is doing. So our lead official here does a great job of hustling down and getting into the lead position to officiate this play. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the video. Now here, our lead official has made a call, and if we look at that mechanic right there, we see a closed fist, so we know a foul has been called. Now it's important as officials that when we have fouls, we have to verbally say the foul and the consequence. So in this situation, we could say foul is on red 22. It's going to be black ball inline, or red 22 hold 2 shots. Because when we don't say anything when we call our fouls, this is what happens. So as you can see, our trail official here is supposed to be the lead, and they should make their way down to this area where the foul was to administer the throw-in. But if we don't tell somebody who's brand new at officiating what the foul was, whose ball is it, where's the ball, they're going to stand there and they're going to look at you until you tell them what to do, because they don't have the experience to at least go down to the lead and get the ball and let the players line up, and while the ref tells the scorekeeper the foul, eventually the proper team will get the ball and take it out for it. So it's important to communicate, and the ways we communicate is our voice, our mechanics, eye contact, and body language. So I'm going to go ahead and clear it and roll the video. So as you can see, there's an old woman in the stands who says something to the referees. If you're brand new at officiating, the best thing you can do is just block out all the fans. They don't know how to officiate. They don't know what they're talking about. Again, I would pay to watch that lady. I would pay her $30 to ref this game, because I know she can't do no better than the two officials officiating the game, and they only been officiating for a couple of weeks now. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the video some more. So it's important that this lead official right here, when he bounces the ball to this player, he should step in with confidence, show how many shots they're shooting, where if it's one or two, and use his voice, and let his voice project through the gym so everybody could hear him clearly. And you will also be showing strength and command in what you're doing, and that will give you confidence, and that will keep fans and coaches off of you. So our trail official is doing a great job in counting 10-second backcourt. So I'm going to freeze it here because there's something of note that I want to point out, and see if I can rewind it a couple of seconds. So right here, we can see that our lead official is looking at the shot in flight. Again, we want to have our eye level down at the players so we can see if any fouls are happening, if anybody's holding for rebounding, positioning, or anything like that. So important, as the lead official, you got to have the discipline to not watch the ball go towards the basket. You got to keep your eyes on the player, so if somebody gets fouled or gets hit with an elbow, you'll be able to see it because you're looking at it. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the video. So again, we have a foul call by the trail. Now it's important that our trail verbalizes the foul so his partner knows what to do. Also, when we call our fouls, we can let the whistle, we don't have to hold our whistle with our hands. We could just let it, since we're wearing a lanyard, we just drop it out of our mouth and it will hang at our chest. There's no need to hold the whistle in your hand. So again, our official does a great job of calling an obvious foul. The mechanic is a closed fist, which is perfect. Now what you must do, you must verbally say the foul. And if we're going to be shooting free throws, indicate the number of free throws. Or if it's going to be a throw-in, you got to point to where the throw-in should take place. So when we initiate the switch, our trail official knows where to go. So when we report our fouls, it's important to show the number. First we say the color, black, then the number, 32, then whatever the infraction was, hit. So it should be black, 32, hit, 2 shots. So at this point, the trail realizes that the throw-in is going to be here. And they're making their way to the other side of the court. Because as officials, we're always going to be on the opposite end of the court. Now, when this official gets here and we have the throw-in, our trail official will be responsible for this matchup, and the backside of this matchup. Our lead official is making sure that this player right here doesn't break the plane. We also have this matchup, and they'll have the front end of that matchup as well. So as the players start to move, the coverages and the responsibilities of each official will change. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the video. Another thing to note for new officials, when the lead has a throw-in, the trail official will also chop his hand if we're staying in the front court. So when the ball is legally touched, both officials should chop their hands to indicate that the time should start. So I'm going to go ahead and rewind this play because there was something that happened to catch my eye. So right here, from where the trail official is standing, it's going to be hard to see if this player's feet is on the line or not. So it's important that we get the angle. So in this situation, it's important that as a trails that we work wide and we have an outside look. So I would prefer in this situation for our trail to be over in this area. So they have the outside looking in look, and you can see if the feet are on the line or not. Because if we're straight line, it's hard. It's going to be real difficult to tell if it's a 3-pointer or a 2-pointer. And we don't want to give somebody 2 points when they make a 3-point shot, or give somebody 3 points when they make a 2-point shot, because that could be the difference in the end of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and roll it some more. Something else I want to point out to younger officials. Let me go ahead and rewind it a little bit. Now, when we have shots at the basket, it's important that our trail official, who's here, doesn't back out. It's important that you at least stay where you're at. And in some instances, you might want to step down to get a look at the contact, and also get a look at the rebounding action that's going to follow. So we have to stay connected to the play. If we back out, we're not staying connected, and if there's a foul that happens in our primary, since we're not connected to the play, we're not going to call it. So those are just some of the basic fundamentals of officiating. Again, this video is getting close to 20 minutes, so I think I'm going to cut it short here. Again, I just want to encourage people who are brand new to officiating to keep practicing. When you home, go in the mirror, practice going through all your mechanics, all your hand signals, and more importantly, realize that your first days officiating are going to be your toughest days. So if you could survive, if you don't quit, if you stay with it, you will get through this difficult time in your officiating career, and all the good stuff will happen after. Once you get some experience, some games under your belt, all the fans yelling at you, the coaches yelling at you, you not being confident in yourself, that will only go away if you keep practicing. Practicing makes perfect, so practice, practice, practice. So again, if you're watching this video and you made it to the end of the video, please like the video, donate some likes, hit the thumbs up button for me. Like I said, it helps our page grow. Please comment if you can, anything you want to add, any topic you want me to talk about, put it in the comment section, and I just might do a video on that topic that you want discussed. So again, TMOBA, I'm signing off. It's your boy Mr. Smooth. Peace.